evening, everybody, and welcome to Wyoming Valley West Spartan Stadium. John Mandola with you here as we get ready for high school football. The Invaders and the Wyoming Valley West Spartans running onto the field here tonight. Get ready to play some ball. And excited about high school football here in northeastern Pennsylvania as we kick off the season early. That's for sure. The end of August, get that game in. 10-game season. A lot of these teams didn't play 10 games, including West Scranton, who only played 5 games last year in the Lackawanna League. So that was a little tougher for those squads. Get ready for tonight's contest here as West Scranton and Wyoming Valley West here at Spartan Stadium tonight. Work on our audio right now here. As Wyoming Valley West and West Scranton get ready to play some football tonight, I want to thank our friends at McCarthy Tire Service. They've been doing it for 95 years. Manuka Subaru, it's all we do. Comets Law, you're injured, give Comets Law a call. 829-1111 or 829-1111. Thank our friends at Athletic Republic, locations in Boozek and Dallas. Chart Art by Liv. Looking for some great food. Check out Chart Art by Liv on Facebook. College Coaching. I want to thank our friends, all of our State Farm insurance agents. Matt Daly right here in Kingston. And then, of course, we got a lot more. Frank Sirokach up in Tunkhannock. You got Jan Rickey in Dunmore. You got Michael Griffin at Dixon City. Garth Eastad in Dixon City. Fred Forte in Einan. Jeremy Baczynski, he is located in Drums and in Pottsville. As we thank our local State Farm insurance agents, and one more to tell you about, and that is Melissa Walter. She's located in the Back Mountain. So the national anthem coming up here. We'll take a quick audio timeout. We'll be right back. All right, we are going to be ready to go here at Spartan Stadium as we get ready for live high school football here on the John Mendola Show Network. We're getting ready to go here at Spartan Stadium as the West Scranton Invaders will kick off here this evening. And it's always nice when you get underway just a couple minutes ahead of 7 o'clock. So the Spartans will have two guys coming back to return this football, and kicking off for West Scranton is Nick Gordy. The 2021 season is underway here at Spartan Stadium. Ball will be taken somewhere around the 10-yard line, headed up just across the 30-yard line will be number 7, Connor Olszewski. He is a senior. So as the Wyoming Valley West Spartans will come out with their offense, Aiden Golightly and Evan Lord, John McLaughlin, Mark Raskewicz, Jaden Swainbank, Connor Olszewski, Ryan Myers, Nick Giza, Paul Riggs, Isaiah Cobb, and Luke Buss will be the quarterback. So number 24 expected Cobb, who is now in 10th grade, good size fella in that backfield. They bring a guy in a deep motion. They'll give it a Cobb. Right-hand side, Cobb runs into a wall there at West Scranton. It gets about 2 yards. Coming up on the bottom of that pile for West Side is going to be number 22, Justin Gockley, number 42, Michael Cole. So it'll be 2nd down and 7 right now for the Wyoming Valley West Spartans. And now we got a guy down. So we'll have a timeout on the field. So we thank our friends at McCarthy Tire Service for helping us out here. And, of course, Manuka Subaru. It's all we do. Thank our friends at our State Farm locations around northeastern Pennsylvania. Our Carol and Janelle, the pizza capital of the world. As Wyoming Valley West will come over and chat about this. We're in the press box tonight. It's warm in here. Nice breeze outside. As number 5, Brett Miller, 6 foot, 205-pound defensive end, comes off the field. So hurt on the very first play from scrimmage. So here comes Wyoming Valley West. So it's 2nd down and 7. Buss will give to Cobb. Cobb on the center of the field. He's got enough for a first down, rumbling across the 40-yard line. So they'll mark it at the 41. It'll be good enough for a Spartan first down, as a nice job there by number 24, Isaiah Cobb. So there's that ball spotted at the 41-yard line. We are early in this ball game, 11:16 on the clock. We are in the first quarter here on the John Mendola Show Network. Over to the right side will be Olszewski. 2 guys in the backfield. They're going to run the football again. This time they go straight, and it's number 25 running pretty darn hard there, Paul Riggs, a running back. So nice job by Riggs. Of getting somewhere and getting forward.
Ball carry for first down, number 25.
So another first down. This ball spotted at the 49-yard line, and in Invader territory are the Wyoming Valley West Spartans. Receiver over to the right-hand side, tight end on the left. They got a couple of tight ends in, and two backs in the backfield. West Scranton's bringing a little bit hitty. Cobbs has an opening. He's got some, and then a little bit more, and then up for another Wyoming Valley West Spartan first down, taken down by Amir Robinson. But you got to like the size right now of the running back here for Wyoming Valley West, Isaiah Cobb. So that flag came late, and that is going to go against the Spartans. So that'll change things up a little bit here. Wyoming Valley West going the other way. So it'll be first down and about 16 right now. For the Wyoming Valley West Spartans. Bus under center. Gives it to Cobb. Cobb runs into 3-4 linemen and is not getting around them. So a nice job by the interior line here of the West Scranton Invaders. Coming up off that pile again is number 42, Michael Cole, 5'11", 225 pounds. He is a junior. John Velasquez also playing there up front. He's 5'9", 270 pounds. And number 74, another guy that's going to play up front, Jaden Balmer. And he is nicely sized there for West Scranton. Pitch out to the right-hand side. Cobb, he's got blockers, he's got room, he's got running downhill, and he's got a first down here for the Wyoming Valley West Spartans. 9:21 on the clock here in the first quarter, and the Wyoming Valley West Spartans without a penalty now are marching down the field, and it's the chain gang moving right now. So there's a couple of games here in Northeast PA that are not, the weather's not cooperating with them. We are quite fortunate up at this point. Now we got a timeout on the field here. Want to thank our friends at McCarthy Tire Service and Manuka Subaru. It's all we do.
Your officials for tonight's game: referee Chuck Hannon, umpire Mike McHugh, lineman Dave Baker, line judge Pat Roman, backfield judge Brian Schwartz.
So Coach Jack Baranski talking to his crew over there as the Spartans try to punch in the first score of 2021. Scranton Prep leading Nanticoke 7-0. There's a score early. Running. Cobb's got room. He's breaking tackles and then finally dragged down around the 22-yard line. Brought down by number 24, Joseph Harris. So Cobb is a load, and he's got that offensive line in front of him doing a pretty good job. Come out over on the right-hand side. Now, it'll be Riggs back there with Cobb. Well, Cobb is bigger than Riggs, but Riggs lines up right now at fullback. And they just run the football. And jumping on the back there for West Scranton is number 74. I believe that's Roman King. King is 6'4", 280 pounds. Also in on that, a couple other West Scranton invaders. They got to be tired. Again, it's one of those hot, humid nights start the season. Remember years ago we used to see all that cramping. So, one of those things we'll have to watch as the evening goes on. 7:58 on the clock. Olszewski out to the left. Bus will fake it. He's going to throw. He's got a wide open tight end in the corner. Oh, just a little too much mustard on that. He tried to hit Nick Giza. Needed a little bit more float to it. But a nice opportunity to say, hey, we're going to change things up and throw the football 3rd down. You got a young lady named Gwen Langley on the soccer team who is their kicker here at Wyoming Valley West. She is a southpaw, talented, strong, and will look to play soccer at the next level. But why not do a little field goal kicking if you could? They'll send Olszewski out to the far right-hand side, I backfield. They're going to give it to Cobb. Cobb finds a little hole, but then the defensive end tries to hold on that right-hand side, Hunter Baumgartner. And an injury early on one of the first plays, Brett Miller went out. So that linebacker who's calling the defense right now, number 42, Michael Cole. So it's going to be 1st and goal. Great job by Cobb getting inside the 10-yard line. Right-hand side, Riggs looking for the cone. Doesn't get there, but gets inside the 5-yard line. He is taken down there by number 13, Baumgartner again.
Ball carried by number 25, Paul Riggs.
Olszewski, number 7, will come over to the left-hand side, I backfield. Cobb running right into the big D tackle. Is he in? No, he is short. And it's got to be 3rd down here for the Wyoming Valley West Spartans. But something Luke Buss could probably just bust in unless they want to give it to Cobb again. But a Valley West team that wants to run the football. So we've seen a lot of throwing and aeronautics over the years here at Wyoming Valley West. This appears to be more of, hey, we got a big offensive line. We're going to run the football. Here's Buss under center. And Buss gives it to Cobb, and Cobb busts in for the touchdown for the Wyoming Valley West Spartans. The first score of the night at the 6:05 mark. So Gwen Langley, the left-handed senior kicker, will come in here for Wyoming Valley West. Gets lined up. Olszewski will hold. A little nervous, you can see Langley, but she's got all the ability in the world. Snap, hold the kick. It is straight down the middle, and it's good. So 7-0, and her teammates give her a high five. Yes, that's exactly what we're looking for you to do, and she does it and does it well. So it is the Spartans with the lead here, 7-0 here over West Scranton, and we'll get to see West Scranton come out. So West Scranton will receive here at the Spartan Stadium at Wyoming Valley West. So we get ready to kick it off here for Wyoming Valley West. Let's see if West Scranton could get the offense moving here in the right direction. 6:05 on the clock. We're in quarter number one. Wyoming Valley West leads West Side.
Number 16, Jonathan Cardona, kickoff for the Spartans.
So Jonathan Cardona will kick it away here for Wyoming Valley West. Kick goes down, will be taken, bounced down inside the 5-yard line. So a little miscue there by West Scranton. They're going to have to start from their own 5-yard line. So that looks like Taryn Knight Guerriere. A 95 yards right now, not something you want here early. They'll spot this ball at the 6-yard line. Two receivers over to the right, two receivers to the left. So a wide open offense. Asked Coach Hurincic what they're going to do. He said, depends on the weather. And Valley West backing up the Invaders right near the goal line. So everybody and their brother coming in and making some plays there for the Spartans of Wyoming Valley West, including Josh Koval. Cobb plays a tough defensive end position, it looks like. They got guys up front. They technically call Cobb a linebacker. They got Go Lightly and Riskevich up front. And then Swainbank. So kind of looking like a 3-3 or a 3-4 defense. So let's see what they do. Cobb right off the edge there. Looking to throw, and they throw a prayer. It's going to be intercepted at the 5-yard line by number 3, Ryan Myers. So that was a miscue here by West Side. Just throwing it up, should have just got rid of it. And an interception, and now Valley West is in business and looking to punch this thing in. They lead 7-0 here with 4:59 to go here in the first quarter.
Starting first down on the 6-yard line.
So we're looking at Cobb again, right? So bus under center. Cobb, the lone guy there. It goes to Cobb, left side. They ride his back, but he's big and strong and gets down inside the 2-yard line. So nice job by Cole there defensively. Scranton Prep over Nanticoke, 14-0.
Harris.
Gateway leads Delaware Valley, 14-0. Right-hand side, Cobb in for the score. So his second touchdown tonight, and they will go for one as Langley comes back in to try her second extra point, but nice job by Cobb. I want to thank our crew tonight, Johnny Mendola, Jay Meniscus with us tonight here on the John Mendola Show Network, getting things done. And tomorrow we'll be back here at Spartan Stadium as the Scranton Knights take on the Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack. Here's Langley for that second extra point. Kick is up, and it's gorgeous again, or straight down the middle for Gwen Langley and Wyoming Valley West. 4:18 on the clock. 14-0 Spartans. Take an audio timeout. We'll be right back. All right, we're back and ready to go here with the ensuing kickoff. Some games have a delay until at least 8 o'clock. Up at Lake Lehman, they are not playing football right now. So, and it's starting to feel a little bit of light rain here in northeast PA in certain spots. Old Ford's leading Mid-Valley by 7 tonight. That ball will be taken at the 15-yard line. So that was Amir Robinson.
Number 23, Wellington. On the return for the Spartans. The Invaders.
So here comes West Scranton trying to get the offense working here tonight. And Wyoming Valley West will play some D. Two guys with that spread offense over to the right-hand side, including number 42, Michael Cole. So number 4, it is Dan Van Dusky pitching it out over to the other side and trying to create something. And Olszewski chases down Joseph Harris. I wasn't sure if Dan Denehase was going to quarterback tonight or not. And we've got Dan Van Dusky now in here. He's 5'9", 155 pounds. He is a sophomore. So we got some umbrellas out here. The band is playing in full effect right now here on the John Mendola Show Network. We're driven by McCarthy Tire Service. 2 receivers over to the right, 2 receivers to the left. And Van Dusky is going to look. He throws a quick out route. Olszewski, nice defense there. That pass intended for number 23, Amir Robinson. 3:25 on the clock, a 14-0 lead here for the Wyoming Valley West Spartans. Now we got another timeout here. West Side taking a timeout here on 3rd down and a long way, about 20. Well, we're back here at Spartan Stadium. Get you up to date on a couple of scores. It is Southern Columbia 8, Berwick 0. It is Scranton Prep 21-0 over Nanticoke. And Abington Heights leads Tunkhannock 3-0. In the meantime, West Scranton, 3rd and forever. They're going to try to throw the ball on this right-hand side. They throw it deep out. It is incomplete. So Van Dusky tried to get over to his receiver, Connor Price, no go, facing a 4 down and a putting situation. So currently Wyoming Valley West dominating the West Scranton Invaders. As West Scranton just has had poor field position, can't seem to get anything going. There's some games again here in northeastern Pennsylvania that are totally delayed because of the weather. We are still in a fortunate situation here at Spartan Stadium. So they will punt it away, and this kick will head out right to about the 46-yard line. Olszewski. He's got a wall on this side. He's got plenty of room. He's going to score if there's no flags. Olszewski from 46 yards out. It is pay dirt, the perfect execution by Wyoming Valley West, and no flags. It is a score for Olszewski. Great job once again. Connor Olszewski followed all facets of the game right now. There's defense, there's offense, there's special teams for the Spartans of Wyoming Valley West at Spartan Stadium with 3:05 to go in the first. 20-0, honey. So here comes Langley. And the kick is up, it's high, you just got it in over on that right-hand side. So 21 zipperoni here. Wyoming Valley West doing the dominator thing at Spartan Stadium. Welcome back here to the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire Service. Manuka Subaru, it's all we do. I thank our local State Farm insurance agents. Tracy Zarola State Farm with, Tracy Zarola with Lewis and Freeman, located in the back mountain. Looking at buying or selling a home, contact Tracy Zarola. So on the left-hand side, 23, Amir Robinson. Robinson gets met about the 25-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 here for West Scranton. 2:58 in the first quarter. So the radar has been playing tricks with us all day on what the heck is going on. But pretty convincing data says we're going to get rained on soon. But we're going to hold off and try to see what we can do here to continue this football game here at Spartan Stadium. Raining lightly now here at Spartan Stadium, but no lightning or anything like that. So we can take the rain, we just can't take the lightning. So West Scranton says, okay, now we're going to try to run the football. And they pitch it out to the right-hand side. That gets strung out, but Cobb there playing some big daddy defense. Nice job by number 24, Isaiah Cobb. They weren't getting around him. Valley West is a guy shaking up on the play, comes out. So Jason Pearson comes over to the sideline. And now West Scranton comes out with a spread set again. They'll look to throw, sacking a packing, and stealing the ball is going to be number 92. That should be a touchdown. They blew the whistle. They blew the whistle and said it was dead. But that's exactly what you do if you're a defensive end. I think that's all good in my mind. But didn't happen. That was Swainbank. So they'll say he's down, and it's going to be 3rd down and long. So Swainbank will wear 2 numbers. He'll wear 52, and we believe he'll wear 92. So West Scranton right now needs some stuff. Coach Hrinchik over there, they'll have to take another timeout here with $1:44 on the clock.
Timeout, West Scranton.
We'll take a quick audio timeout. Be right back. We're back here at Spartan Stadium. Want to thank our friends, Dr. Todd, located in 44, Mendocino's Pizzeria and Ristorante, located in Daleville. Man, that food is fantastic. And what a great family. And then, of course, attorney Bob Elias, located here in the Wyoming Valley. Great guy, went to Myers, went on to Villanova. And we appreciate all their support all season long. So they're going to run the football. They give it on the left-hand side. It's Robinson. Amir Robinson's got a big hole. Amir Robinson breaking a couple of tackles, but when it's 3rd down and forever, they just couldn't break enough. So they'll end up in a punting situation. But a positive play here for West Scranton as the umbrellas have broken out and the rain is coming down here at Spartan Stadium lightly. We could have been on the roof. We chose not to go up there because of the possibility of lightning and, of course, you know, the weather elements, which could have been pretty heavy. We are here inside the press box. My hair kind of looks like the movie Airplane where the sweat was coming down the guy's forehead. And that is a long time ago. Young people wouldn't know that. So here is Olszewski again. He's got a wall. He's got room. He's wiggling. He's jiggling. He's cutting across the grain. He's trying to go the distance. He's at the 10, the 5. He's got to score again on another punt return. Special teams, Wyoming Valley West again. Nice job. Not too often you could say you did it twice in a career, in a year. He does it twice in one game, 1 quarter, 1 half, whatever you want to call it. Connor Olszewski to the house. Oh, boy. A good old little flag now I see over here. I think everything looks good. Everything looks really good. And then the old little flag with the official over on the Valley West sideline. So it is indeed not a touchdown. It'll be backed up. That is a stinker. All that work that Connor just did, and it was a really nice return. And, of course, his return team has done a great job with the wall as well. So the ball is spotted at the 48-yard line. And Wyoming Valley West will have the football. Now, will they say that guy reported to the huddle, or will they let it go? And I didn't see anything or hear anything, or nobody said anything. So Luke Buss, he's got a wide-open tight end, and he gets it right in his hands. It's Nick Giza. Score it from 48 yards out. So Bus and Giza connection, touchdown, Spartans.
Pass complete from number 6, Luke West, number 88. Nick Giza for a Spartan touchdown.
So Giza on the other end of that from Luke Bus. Great play. And when you can run the football like Wyoming Valley West has run it tonight, it's the perfect chance to do, okay, let's get this tight end out here again. Here's Langley trying to get her 4th extra point tonight. She's been perfect so far. And gorgeous straight through Langley. So 28 zipperoni here. Nice job once again here by the Wyoming Valley West Spartans. Take an audio timeout, and we will be right back. We are back here at Spartan Stadium. It is 28-0 Wyoming Valley West. We're still in the first quarter. The Spartans keep scoring. I want to thank our friends at Comets Law. Injured? Give Comets Law a call, 829-1111, the one to call. Jonathan Comets and his team located at 46 Public Square in Wilkes-Barre. 28-0 Scranton Prep leads Nanticoke. That ball game being played in Dunmore. So now we got a return, and they've got room, and a lot of room, and running down the sideline are the invaders of West Scranton. He's going to be chased down, maybe right down around the 13-yard line, maybe the 14-yard line. So that is number 22, Zach Tomasic. I'm sorry. That is number 22, Justin Gockley. So Gockley gets West Scranton with some special teams in good territory right now. We'll spot this at the 14, 11 seconds on the clock. 7-7 Old Forge in Mid-Valley. They are knotted up. Southern Columbia 16-0 over the Berwick Bulldogs. Lightning delay up at Crestwood in that first quarter. And here comes West Scranton. 2 receivers over to the right, eye backfield here for West Side. Give it on that right-hand side. They're going to try to stretch it out, and getting down inside the 11-yard line is Robinson. But guess what? We got a flag down. That's in the area of holding. So Dan Van Dusky runs over the quarterback to the sideline to find out what to do. But this likely will be a 10-yard penalty here against West Scranton, and will back them up. So 2 seconds are on the clock here in the first quarter. We appreciate you joining us here on the Boxcast TV, YouTube, on Roku, on Fire Stick, on Apple TV, on Facebook Live. We got a lot of places. And the first quarter is now officially over. So we'll take a quick audio timeout. We'll be back here for the second quarter. West Scranton knocking on the door. They trail by 28. Quarter number 2 coming your way. We are back. First down and almost 20 here for West Scranton. They'll call it 19. I want to thank our friends at McCarthy Tire Service, the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire Service. They're going to throw a screen out to the left-hand side. Robinson has it, and he'll be hit out of bounds. Had a nice blocker over there, so things were looking pretty good. Got some positive yardage. And Valley West, they did exactly what you needed to do. Just kind of like, you contain, and wait for your buddies to come on over. So here comes West Side. Second down and long. Two receivers over the left, two to the right. Single guy in the backfield, and they're bringing the heat. And Swain Bank with a Babumski in the backfield. Great job by Swain Bank laying the wood there. That was number 24, Joseph Harris. So Mira Robinson is 23. It's Harris wearing 24. And again, the quarter change, West Scranton had it at around the 14-yard line after that kick return. Penalty backed them up, so now it is third down at about 16 with 11:20 on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Three receivers over to the right-hand side. It is Dan Van Dusky in the gun. Van Dusky has got his receiver. They throw a lollipop over to the far side. Broken up over there by number 11 of the Wyoming Valley West Spartans. That is Hunter Priest. So a good job as Van Dusky tried to float one. So it's going to be fourth down here for West Side, and they're going to try to go for it. Two receivers over to that right-hand side. They'll throw out there number 13, Hunter Baumgardner, and also number 8, Jonathan Perez. They'll bring over number 42, try to roll over that way, Michael Cole. So they'll fake it there. And Cobb sacking a packet. It's a home guitar course. Get rid of them. And Valley West will take over, so that drive does a halt. Who goes there? You weren't getting better field position than that at the 14-yard line. And Valley West takes over at about the 32 or 33-yard line, and the ball's going the other way. It'll be spotted at the 33 with 10:58 to go here in the second quarter. We've got some kind of superhero shield around us here in Kingston right now because got a little bit of rain, but been on and off here, but no extra weather, and we're hopeful that there is no extra weather. But two receivers over to the right. Bus is going to look. Bus is going to use his arm. He's throwing deep, and a beautiful ball. Oh, just a little overthrown, but he aired that out for number 3. Tried to connect with Ryan Myers, the senior. So Luke Buss showing his strength as he whiffled that ball way downfield. And the Wyoming Valley West Spartans showing that they could be a pretty good football team. They've got Dallas in the house, and then they're going to travel to Pittston. We're going to have a bunch of Valley West games here this year here on the John Mendola Show Network. Two receivers over to the right. Bus as Cobb back there, going to give it to him. Cobb's going to run forward. He runs into a West Scranton guy, number 82, who makes the tackle. A nice job up front. But number 82, Joe Collins, 6 foot, 185-pound junior for Coach Grinchick. A lot of young coaches on the West Scranton staff. Ball right now is spotted at the 36-yard line. It's third down, and I'll call it about a long 7. Two receivers over to the left. Bus is going to throw. No heat yet. Bus looking. Bus is going to run straight forward, but he's got a couple of West Scranton guys. He breaks through the tackle. Oh, big, strong kid up past the 40-yard line. So a nice job by Bus. I mean, he broke through some guys that weigh like 270, not like a $135. So fourth down at the 41 here, and Bus and Wyoming Valley West thinking of going for it. Hard count, maybe. Cobb, probably. Call a timeout, most likely. 9:32 on the clock. So will they try to draw West Scranton out? Bus giving them the extra emphasis in the huddle, saying, don't jump, don't jump. High backfield, there's the hard count, and then we get the movement up front here for Wyoming Valley West. Makai Wells in the ball game. He's a big, tall receiver. Coach Baranski wants to see him develop here for the Wyoming Valley West Spartans. He could be a potential weapon. They're open for that. 9:13 on the clock, and the punting team will come in here for the Wyoming Valley West Spartans. They chat a little bit about what they're thinking of doing and what they're going to do, and now they're going to do it. Hunter Priest looks like the guy to kick it away. West Scranton has 10 guys on the line. They're going to bring some of them. The ball dribbled back. It's a decent punt, and it'll go down, and nice job there by Wyoming Valley West of covering that. So that's number 10, Connor Price, on the return. He is a senior for West Scranton. There's 8:47 on the clock. It's 28-0. Wyoming Valley West audio timeout. We'll be right back. So here we go. West Scranton now. First and 10. They're going to throw the ball. They're going to whiffle the ball downfield. Two open receivers, and the ball gets split between them. So Connor Price was the intended receiver. Dan Van Dusky tried to whiffle that out, but no connection. Not sure if somebody fell down. There was only one defender and two receivers kind of crossing way back in the defensive backfield there. West Scranton now, two receivers to each side. They throw it over the middle, and nice defense over there by Olaszewski, who's showing his merit right now, what he could do. Justin Gockley on the other end of things. So here comes West Side, third down. Two passes, nothing doing. Remember, they ran the ball and had some success on a long third down. Valley West bringing the heat on third down. They whiffled down the right sideline, got an open receiver. Perfect ball, almost fitted in the hole over there as they tried to throw it down the right sideline. But great coverage over there, as that looked like Ryan Myers was covering. So it brings up fourth down again. So you throw a couple of passes, not many ticks go off the clock. 8:31 here in the second quarter. Live high school football here at the John Mendola Show Network. That is a nice rugby-style punt that ends up right around the 28-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 here for Wyoming Valley West, leading 28-0. 8:26 here in the second quarter. Thank our State Farm insurance agents, including one right here in Kingston. His name is Matt Daly. Fantastic guy. He moved his office right down the street. He's at 261 Pierce Street. And, of course, we have some other State Farm agents here in northeastern Pennsylvania. Melissa Walters in the Back Mountain, Frank Sorokach in Tunkhannock, Jen Rickey in Dunmore. You've got Michael Griffin in Dixon City, Garth Eastat in Dixon City. You got Fred Forte, who is located not too far down the road in Einan. And then Mr. Baczynski in Drums and in Pottsville. Tight splits. They give the ball on the right-hand side to Cobb, and he gets up across the middle close to about the 39-yard line. So it'll be second down and a long 4 here for Wyoming Valley West as that clock keeps ticking now. It got about 15 seconds off when West Scranton had the ball because they threw all passes. But Wyoming Valley West has been running the football here tonight. 7:54, quarter 2. They're bringing the heat, which means it could be a buster. And a buster it is by Cobb up across the 45-yard line. Busted up, busted down, and that offensive line of Wyoming Valley West doing the job. But Cobb is big and strong. So it is a yard mover, meaning the yard signs, the chain gang, whatever you want to call it. 7:38 now on the clock. Cobb gets hit right at the line of scrimmage. You got to watch his feet there because he got hit low and then twisted around. So number 75, great job up front. And then there's a penalty flag in the defensive backfield. So Miguel Jimenez, he's 5'9", 200 pounds. Looks bigger than that. The officials are going to talk about it. So it does go against Wyoming Valley West. It was a big penalty. Get you some scores here. Wallenpaupack leading Honesdale by 7. Scranton Prep 42-0 over Nanticoke. 3:13 here in the first half. But we're here at Spartan Stadium. It is Wyoming Valley West calling a timeout right now.
Timeout Spartans.
Valley View and Dallas in a delay as well. Southern Columbia 24-0 over Berwick. We'll take an audio timeout and be back. All right, so we're back here with a second down and 20 for Wyoming Valley West. Riggs, right-hand side, gets up, hit hard over there around the 44-yard line. Oh, that one hurts. Harris and Riggs is down right now. So Paul Riggs, he's just a ninth grader, and he got walloped. And number 23 is headed off for West Side. He might have been a part of that tackle as well, Amir Robinson. So 6:54 is on the clock. It's 28-0 Wyoming Valley West. We'll take a audio timeout again, and we'll be right back. Oh, we're back with our audio here. Take some time outs from time to time, so we could focus on what's next. And what's next is Wyoming Valley West on a third down and long. 6:54 on the clock. 30-11. They went with a tight set here. Cobb looking to try to be patient, follows block. He does a perfect job of that, and he's got a first down for the Spartans of Wyoming Valley West. You couldn't have drawn up a better execution by a high school running back of being patient and just waiting and waiting and waiting, and he did all that, and it is a stick mover here for the Wyoming Valley West Spartans. So West Scranton sends somebody out, and Wyoming Valley West stays with the tight splits. And the elephant look over on the right-hand side. Cobb gets through one tackle, gets through another tackle. He's keeping his feet moving down inside the 20-yard line. So Cobb is untackleable almost right now. The way he's running the football, big and strong. He's feeling a little bit. Hey, it's hot. It's the first game. He's got the arms on the side. Coach is like, listen, you're staying in there right now. Just get some wind, and Riggs came out. So now Coach Bransky's looking, okay, let's get somebody else in there. Cobb is going to get that break because he's been a workhorse here for the Wyoming Valley West Spartans. So they bring in number 44, Josh Koval. And now Valley West just takes a timeout with 6:09 on the clock, leading 28-0 here in Kingston. We'll take an audio timeout as we thank our friends at McCarthy Tire Service, 95 years. McCarthy Tire Service here for you in northeastern Pennsylvania. So we're back here at Spartan Stadium, 6:09 on the clock, 28-0. Appreciate you joining us here on the John Mendola Show Network. Big look again. Koval in the backfield. They fake it to him. Bus keeps it around the corner. Bus has room. Bus gets rid of a tackler, and he's down to the 10-yard line, where he's very close to a first down. The officials are going to eyeball this up and say, does he have enough? Is he just shy of the 10? No. They're going to say it's a first down. The chain gang is going to fall, and it's going to be first and goal here for Wyoming Valley West. So Riggs is on the bench. He's a freshman, banged up a little bit after a big hit. Cole's over there. And Bus, will he keep it yet again? Well, they give it to Koval. Wasn't real sure which side to go to. And Koval gets about 2 or 3 yards before he stood up by that interior line of West Scranton.
Number 44, Josh Koval on the carry for the Spartans.
So will they get Cobb back in with both running backs right now out? Koval is back there, or will Bus try to hit a tight end here? Second and goal. Koval, right-hand side, gets stood up. Nice job there defensively, and a flag comes in late. This might be a hold here on Wyoming Valley West. So a nice job there by West Scranton. That looked like that was number 42, Michael Cole, and Joe Collins. 4:55 on the clock here in the first half. Koval comes out. They throw in number 22, Zach Tomasic. So Tomasic is a senior running back. He's going to back up the Wyoming Valley West Spartans after a holding call here. They're back to the 16-yard line. 4:53 on the clock. So it's still second and goal. Right-hand side. Tomasic is wrapped up by the linebacker, number 42, Cole, again. He's been all over the field. 5'11", 225 pounds, but some positive yardage here for Wyoming Valley West.
Number 22, Zach Tomasic. Carry.
So Cobbs is over on the sideline, kind of squatting down. So he is not coming back in right now. So Giza is over on that far side, the tight end, and Bus is already hooked up with him. And he'll try to hook up with him again. Same pattern. He's open in the corner. Bus missed him early, and now Bus is just going to try to get out of dodge. And then he's hit out of bounds. And there'll be a loss on the play. So I thought Luke could have threw it over to Giza in that corner, just kind of floated up. Giza maybe could have run to it towards the cone. But the play developed a little late from Luke's standpoint in the backfield, so he had to do what he did, which is just kind of take it, and he didn't throw a bad ball. As a young quarterback, you don't want to do that. And again, his first start, 3:56 on the clock, fourth down. So not easy when some of your top guys are out offensively. And now we got another timeout here from Valley West. This is normal. Week one, some boo-boos, different things like that, and you get that. And Coach will come in and talk to him. And remember, you still got Olszewski, who could do some stuff here as a receiver, maybe with a one-on-one matchup. So we'll take a timeout, audio timeout. We'll be back. So here we go. We're back. 4th down, and Buss is in the gun. There's the play. He's going to Olszewski in the corner. He's got him open. Will he make the catch? Went through his hands. So that was the play. It was a good thrown ball, and unfortunately the West Scranton guy goes down. Hopefully he's okay. Looked like he hurt his knee. So that was the play you looked for. He's got the receiver coach talking to Olszewski saying, you could have caught that one, bud. But sometimes with the light and the body and all that other stuff going on, sometimes you don't see it clearly. And it is week 1, which is tough to see. Now, this West Scranton fella here in the end zone took a bad step with that knee. I'm hoping he's okay. And they got a couple of guys attended to him. I want to thank our friends at McCarthy Tire Service and Manuka Subaru. It's all we do, located in the Manuka section of Scranton. 3:49 on the clock, first half. 28-0 here. As they look at the player in the end zone, we'll take an audio timeout. So the West Scranton player gets taken off. I think that was Wyatt Warsenek. Hopefully he is okay. That was a tough injury there in the end zone, but it stopped things. So West Scranton now will take over here late in the first half with 3:49 on the clock. So they'll try to roll, try to do something, and being chased over there was the quarterback, Dan Van Dusky. And now we'll get a late flag here coming in, probably in the area of some sportsman-like conduct out of Wyoming Valley West is my guess. Let's see what the official says. Here come the officials over on the side. Personal, oh, okay. So that was illegal forward pass. No, illegal threw the ball away against West Scranton. Well, the way it looked like there was a Valley West player over there. So intentional grounding is the call here against West Scranton. But I thought he was way out there. But I guess there's just 0 receivers in the area. And again, you go from high school to college to professional football, you get a little mixed up on all these rules and what the heck is happening. But nonetheless, that's why you got real officials here who know what's going on. Second down and forever. Like 24 is forever. Here comes the heat. They got a little bit of a lane here on this outside, but Valley West sniffs it out. So a good job there by the defense. So they tried to get number 24 going, Joe Harris, but it stopped over there by number 22, Zach Tomasic. Did a great job. 3:19 and counting here in the first half between West Scranton and Wyoming Valley West, and the rains are now coming down pretty hard. A couple of receivers over to the right-hand side. They will look to throw. They're going to throw one downfield, way downfield. One-handed catch. What a gorgeous catch by Olszewski. Disgusting catch, if you will. That is a human highlight for him. He caught it one-handed as he bumped into it. And Connor Olszewski, he didn't catch the one in the end zone, but he caught that thing. And that was just a ridiculous catch by Connor. Great play. I would come right back to him offensively and make him run a go route and go catch a touchdown right now. The ball's at the 40-yard line. It's Spartan football. And after you pull that thing in, why the heck not? Gorgeous, gorgeous play. So Wyoming Valley West will go the other way with this one. .249 on the clock, 28 zip. Two receivers over to the right-hand side. And a little bit of a cushion over there on that right-hand side. Here comes Olszewski. He's going to do a deep motion. They're going to pitch it to him. He's going to get the ball. And he's going to run around the corner. And he gets biffled over there right around the 34-yard line. And one of the invaders has to hold back one of the other invaders and say, just relax. Somebody hit pretty well. So it's going to be second down and 3. A long 3. Two receivers over to the left. Rain coming down. Still the first half, 28-0. The Wyoming Valley West Spartans, they give it to Cobb, who's back into the ballgame. No, it's not Cobb. It's number 1. And it's going to be a first down run by Javon Gamble, the junior. So Cobb is a 10th grader. Gamble's a junior. You got Buss, who's a junior. Well, this Wyoming Valley West team running behind this offensive line, and it is a yard marker mover. 2:19 on the clock. And the Wyoming Valley West Spartans are marching on down again, and the rain comes down a little bit harder. People start making decisions. Hey, let's go home. We'll watch it on the John Mendola Show Network. Sure, that sounds good. Fake it. Buss is looking. He's going to throw a wheel route down the corner. Wide open dude, and it is a score me. Hunter Priest, touch me down from 28 yards. So Buss has a little bit of air under that ball, throws a perfect strike, and it's 34-0 with a $1:55 on the clock here in the first half. So here comes the Southpaw try by Langley. A little wet now, a little more challenging. She kicks it up and boots it through. 35 to nothing. Goes Wyoming Valley West with 1:55 to go.
Score Spartans 35, West Scranton Invaders.
We'll take a quick audio timeout. Be right back. I'll get to some scores here in the John Mendola Show Network. We want to thank our friends, Dr. Todd Mendocinos, and of course, Bob Elias. Check out our scoreboard. It is Southern Columbia 37 to nothing, leading Berwick. 26-10, Gateway leads Delaware Valley. Got Abington Heights 9 to nothing, leading Tunkhannock. 14-0, Wyoming area, now 21-0. Over Hazelton area. That Hazelton, they were down towards the goal line. Looked like they were going to punch one up, but they fumbled it away, and the game totally changed there. 21, I think could have been 14-7. So Wyoming area as advertised. We'll see if Hazelton area can bounce back at all. And they have some talented student athletes there. So the ball goes out of bounds. That is, of course, a penalty. And it'll be a first down here for West Scranton. 1:51 to go here in the first half as the rain is falling here in northeastern Pennsylvania. Rain is okay. It's lightning that is not. So we'll see how we get a little bit deeper here. When you look at the radar, just looks like rain right now, but there is a big storm coming through Sullivan County, so you're not sure what direction that's going to go. So they give the ball over on the right-hand side and not much doing there, as the Wyoming Valley West Spartans are pretty good up front. Koval on the tackle, as once again, number 24, Joseph Harris, had the carry.
24 Harris carry.
Oh, $1:27 on the clock. Cobb is on the bench, hanging out. I don't want to wear him down. He's got to play against Dallas next week. 2 receivers over to the right, make it 3 receivers over to the right, and in will come the quarterback here for West Scranton, Dan Van Dusky. And he gives it to his running back, Harris, and he'll get up towards the 39-yard line. We're down to 50 seconds on the clock. Third down here for West Scranton as they trail 35-0 against the Wyoming Valley West Spartans. Umbrellas are out. We'll get a halftime show coming up here. We'll take a big audio timeout around halftime as we broadcast live here at Spartan Stadium in Kingston. So the Spartans will head into the locker room shortly. West Scranton trying to let this clock run down and get another play off here. 5 seconds on the play clock. I'll give it straight up the middle. And Harris has met Koval with a big hit, and then more stickings going on over there. And that'll end up wrapping up the first half as the siren goes. It is 35-0. Wyoming Valley West in front here. We'll take a halftime break We'll come back. We'll get you some scores. Thanks for watching here on the John Mendola Show Network. 35-0 Wyoming Valley West.
35.
All right, we are back here at Spartan Stadium for the second half. 35-0 Wyoming Valley West. I want to thank our friends at College Coaching. Chart art by Liv. Manuka Subaru, it's all we do. McCarthy Tire. Our local State Farm Insurance agents, Athletic Republic. Dr. Todd. Comets Law. Our Carol and Janelle in the pizza capital. We'll be here tomorrow live. Scranton and the Wolfpack from Wilkes-Barre area as we get the second half underway. And this thing will go down, and it is caught way down the sideline and spun around over on the 10. And trying to make a move more laterally is number 23 there for the West Scranton Invaders, Amir Robinson. So it gets tripped up over there by number 2, Patrick Mead. So a nice job by Mead defensively. So there's 11:51 on the clock after West Scranton snaps this ball. This clock will run for a while. And then, if there's an injury or something like that, we'll run into those situations. But incomplete passes, the clock will run. So they'll hand the ball off, and running on that opposite side will be number 24, Joseph Harris. Not much there. Good job again by the defense of Wyoming Valley West.
Harris on the carry for West Scranton.
So currently we have no rain, no lightning. Lake Lehman and Lakeland will play tomorrow. And then there's some other delays going on in the back mountain. Wallenpaupack 24-0 over Honesdale. Trail all over Carbondale area 28-0. They're going to throw it, and they're going to complete it to number 10 here for West Side. So a nice job by Dan Van Dusky getting it over to Connor Price, a 5'11", 150-pound senior. They complete that out to the 25-yard line. That'll bring up third down and short. 10:33 on the clock here in quarter number 3.
Ryan Myers on the tackle. Valley West.
We've got some flood watches around in northeastern Pennsylvania. Not one here. And they steal the football. They're going the other way. And is it going to be Swainbank for the touchdown? What do we got? Yes! Wyoming Valley West scoring again. And that appears to be Jaden Swainbank, the senior. So Swainbank wearing 52, wears 92. And it looked like Swainbank just went the other way as Gwen Langley will come in for the extra point. So West Scranton right now on the other end of things, getting thumped here against the Wyoming Valley West Spartans. Langley's kick is up, and it is good. So it is 42-0 with 10:05 here in quarter number 3. Valley West in a romper room right now. So Swain Banks stole the ball defensively to get that touchdown here for Wyoming Valley West, and they'll kick it away as this thing has turned 100% in the favor of the Spartans. So Cobb has his pads off. He's not going to play the rest of today. Not sure if he's just tired or what's going on, a little banged up. We'll get a return. It'll be Robinson over on that far sideline near West Scranton, and he'll get up to about the 32-yard line or so, and that is where the Invaders will start out. Southern Columbia rocking and rolling over Berwick, something like 43-0. Try to get you some more scores as the evening wears on here. 9:57 on the clock. So the clock rolls, kickoffs it stops, but then it rolls through possessions. So whether they throw it or run it right now, this clock will roll here with this Mercy Rule lead. So trying to get things set in the backfield as to who's who and what's what here. And now we're going to get a penalty flag here at West Scranton as we get a new quarterback in here for West Side. So it's going to be number 11, Dan Denehase. He's 6 foot, 170 pounds. He's a senior. He was playing quarterback, and then they weren't sure where they were going to put him. He's got a lot of ability. Appreciate joining us here on the John Madola Show Network. $42-0, Wyoming Valley West here over West Scranton. They're going to give it on that left-hand side. That is going to be Robinson. It is, and Robinson gets tackled, around the 47, maybe the 48-yard line.
23, Gavin Phillips carry for the Invaders.
So it's 1st and 10, 8:51 on the clock here as West Scranton tries to get a drive going and maybe a score even. Single receiver over to the right-hand side. That's going to be number 13, Baumgartner. And now we'll get another flag here. So Wyoming Valley West has moved their starters off the field. And they got a lot of twos in there. They'll sprinkle in a couple of more guys. Sitting on the bench is Riggs, the 9th grader who was banged up early. Pads are off Cobb, who got hurt too. So no matter what happens going forward here, if they get closer than 35, there's still a clock moving as the night goes on here. 8:14 on the clock, another penalty. It's 1st and 5 as Valley West had a penalty. Robinson will get the ball, and he is finally going to be tackled over there. Coming over to finish things up, number 15, Lucas Dansevich. He's a 10th grader. It was going to be 2nd down at about 7 or so. It was, we'll call it a long 6. They got backed up just a little bit. The ball's at about the 48-yard line. 7:39 on the clock, 42-0. Scranton will break the huddle with 14 seconds here on the play clock. High backfield single receiver over to the right-hand side here for West. Pitch it over to that right-hand side and try to get outside, and coming over to make that tackle is going to be number 4, Makai Wells. So Wells is in 10th grade, big, tall kid. Harris was on the carry there. And we got a Invader flat on the carpet right now as one of the Spartans goes over to check on him. Something's hurt right now, so I'll tend to him and see what's going on with 7:09 on the clock and a 42-0 Wyoming Valley West lead. 49-9 is the score as Nanticoke trails Scranton Prep. Williamsport 12-7 over Crestwood. Getting closer to the half there. Again, a lot of weather delays up there in Mountaintop tonight. 31-0 Wallenpaupack leads Honesdale. Got a flood watch till 10 o'clock in Wyoming, Susquehanna, and Bradford County. So that's some weather events going on up there. Soccer season will be underway soon. We hope to get you some soccer this season. Next week we'll be back here at Spartan Stadium as Dallas comes to town. As we have a cramp here by the West Scranton player. We'll thank our local State Farm insurance agents, including Matt Daly here in Kingston, Jen Rickey in Dunmore, Garth Estat and Michael Griffin located in Dixon City, Fred Forte in Einan, Jeremy Baczynski located in Drums in Pottsville, Frank Sorokach is located in Tunkhannock, and Melissa Walter located in the Back Mountain. So we have no rain here right now. No lightning right now. We've been extremely fortunate. The forecast has changed about 73 times here as the day has moved along because it went from 37% to 53 to 100 to 100 to 95 to 86. It was all over the place. And we did have some rain in the area, but nonetheless we became fortunate enough to where we didn't have a situation here for a weather delay like in some other parts of the area. They will finally pick up number 85 off the carpet and get him over to the sideline. So that is Johnny Salmond. Jay? .709 on the clock. And here comes West Scranton. So third down and 2 or 3 after that long delay. And Denahase will keep it along the left-hand side. He's got plenty of room. He's got a first down, and he wanders down to about the 36-yard line or so. So a nice job by the senior. Denahase, again, 6 foot, 170 pounds. Talked to him about 3 weeks ago as camp was getting going. We'll get to some scores here as the evening rolls on. .618 on the clock. First down here for West Scranton. Ball spotted at the 37-yard line. They give it straight ahead, and they'll run the football. And a good job over there by number 73 here for Wyoming Valley West. Jumping on the back and making the tackle. That is Jordan McKelwey. So McKelwey is a senior. Down to 5:46 on the clock. We're in third quarter. 42-0 is the score. Denahase is trotting in with the play. So I backfield here. Spartans again with their second team in. Interesting exchange, but it works. And running forward there, is that Robinson or Harris? Let's see who comes up off of that pile. It's going to be number 23, Robinson. So Amir Robinson gets a first down here for the West Scranton Invaders. Got a little substitution coming here for Wyoming Valley West. You'd like to have the 0, the egg on the scoreboard, but it's going to be tough to hold back some of these other young men here for West Scranton. They're sprinkling in a couple of their guys, but I'm sure at some point they want to score a touchdown. And Denahace is part of that squad with 4:43 to go. So 2 guys in the backfield, including Amir Robinson, the tailback right now. They give it to him on the left-hand side. He scoots it out. It looks like he's going to make a big cut. He's finally going to be taken down about the 12-yard line. And once again, that looked like number 13 for Wyoming Valley West, Eric Munoz on the tackle. So first and goal here for the West Scranton Invaders. When this thing is snapped, will be under 4 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Pretty much academic at this point with a 42-0 lead. So an I backfield. They give it to the fullback this time and scatting forward towards the goal line. Got to be just short. Is number 41. That is Sean Lukey. He's 5'6", 160 pounds. He's a senior. So Scranton Prep defeats Nanticoke 49-9. Western Wayne and Dunmore in a weather situation up there. They give it on the right-hand side, and in for the score goes the West Scranton Invaders. That looked like that was number 24, Joseph Harris, in for the touchdown.
Joseph Harris in for the Invaders touchdown.
So 42-6 with 3:07 on the clock. Western Wayne leading Dunmore 14-2. So here we go for the extra point coming up here for number 99 here for West Scranton. They have some changes here. Nick Gawarty. So Gawarty will try to kick it through. He's 5'11", 135 pounds, senior. Ball dribbles back a little bit. It's going to be blocked. So snap doesn't work. Getting in there, number 73 once again here for the Wyoming Valley West Spartans, Jordan McKelwey. 3:07 on the clock, 42-6 is the score. Audio timeout coming. We'll take a break here on the John Mendola Show Network. Wyoming area is pasting Hazleton area 35-0. Who picked Hazleton area in that game?
Probably you.
Probably me. That guy didn't know what he was talking about. 35-0. Wyoming area romper room style over Hazleton. Crazy. Fair catch here on the kickoff. Dallas still at 7-6 that I'm aware of. Oh, no, we got a score here out of Valley View, 12-7. They're in the second quarter. Old Forge 21-14. Taking on Mid Valley. It's a tight game. Williamsport leading Crestwood 12-7. Here comes the Spartans of Wyoming Valley West. They give it straight ahead. And a nice job there by the Spartans. They're getting a few yards. Second down and 5.
Number 1, Devon Gamble.
Gamble gets the ball. 2:30 on the clock here in the third quarter. 42-6 again is the score. Gamble again in the backfield. He wears number 1. Javon is his first name. Gets the ball, looks for a little bit of room. Nice job by the West Scranton defense. They're still hitting out there. So one of the Invaders feeling good about the hit. Well, you got to look at the scoreboard. But a nice job there defensively by Westside of playing tough D here late in the third quarter. $1:46 on the clock. So third and short. Lucas Dan Savage is the quarterback. Here's a little scat guy going through and got a first down. Nice job there in the backfield by the Wyoming Valley West Spartans. So that goes to number 22 for Valley West, Zach Tomasic.
Number 22 is Zach Tomasic on the carry for the Spartans.
Triple ones on the scoreboard here in the third quarter. So here is Wyoming Valley West. They give it to the fullback. That's Koval. Koval over on the right-hand side. He's finally tackled over there by the Invaders. That looked like 33, Angelo Acosto. But that actually might have been number 13, Baumgartner. So that'll be the final play of quarter number 3. Want to thank our friends at McCarthy Tire Service. We are driven by McCarthy Tire Service. Family owned, 95 years. Manuka Subaru, it's all we do. Located in the Manuka section of Scranton. Well, it's going to be the end of the quarter here. The referees are telling us what's up, and we'll head to the fourth quarter here. We'll take an audio timeout, and we will come back for the final stanza. 42-6, Wyoming Valley West, all over West Scranton. All right, so we're back to action here in the fourth quarter, and that's going to be a nice carry there by number 22, Tomasic. Gets across the midfield stripe. Another West Scranton invader banged up here on this play, here in the first play. And the water boy will come over here for West Scranton. This guy's been hustling all day, number 45. I'm not sure if it's one of the players, but he's been sprinting all over the place. Great energy for this young guy. And here comes Coach. Trainer's going to come over here as well. So this might be an extended timeout. We'll take a quick audio timeout. We'll be back here on the John Mandola Show Network. Well, we still got a player down here for West Scranton. We've had an audio timeout for quite some time. This young fella right near the Spartan bench, not coming around yet, whatever injury he has. They're talking to him. I know it's something that's a little bit more serious. They do have the gator over here, so I think they're going to be maybe getting the ambulance here is what it looks like. So they may have to bring the ambulance in here for this fella. We hope he's okay. Player's unidentified right now out of West Scranton. But they are calling for the ambulance to come over to try to get him going. And not sure what his situation is if he's not able to get moving, but just hope. Yeah, obviously with his head down like that, it's getting hot. You got a bunch of people around him as far as breathing component, So the ambulance will get onto the track here as we thank our local State Farm insurance agents. Matt Daly right here in Kingston. He's located right down the street at 261. A gorgeous new office. Frank Sirokach out of Tunkhannock. We got Garth Estat, Michael Griffith up at Dixon City, Fred Forte and Einan, Jen Rickey in Dunmore, Melissa Walter in the Back Mountain, and Jeremy Baczynski in drums, and Frank Sirokach in Tunkhannock. So we are going to have a little bit of an extended delay here with the ambulance coming onto the field and this
player here from West Scranton that is now lying down as opposed to kneeling. So take a timeout. Players from Valley West are on their knees. So are the players from West Scranton. Our thoughts and prayers right now with this young fellow from West Scranton. Hope everything's okay. We'll be back here on the John Mendola Show Network. So the paramedics are working on this young fella from West Scranton who is down on the turf. So they had to bring the gurney out. His mom, appears to be his mom, is on her cell phone. And obviously, like any parent would be, upset and trying to hold it together here with her son on the ground and hopefully, getting the best care here at the stadium here in Wyoming Valley West, and just trying to be careful in what they do here and listening to the player as to what the injury is. So the score is 42-6, 11-41. That's pretty much non-important right now. Our thoughts and prayers are with this player on the field. So they've got a short area here they've got a lot of people here to try to get this player up. As they try to strap him down and make sure there's no movement when they go from the field to the gurney. I don't want to give the wrong information on who the player was, so I think I'll just withhold that. But obviously the West Scranton players and both the Wyoming Valley West players right now are all upset, as well as the coaches. And in particular, number 7 here, Olszewski, is trying to encourage young man from West Scranton the best he possibly could, trying to be near him, giving him some type of positive conversation. So they will raise up the gurney and take off the young fella here and stabilize his neck. So again, our thoughts and prayers here with our player from West Scranton. Again, unidentified player. It looked like a certain number, but I don't want to guess on what number it was and give the wrong information. So we do know that if it was any player, we would feel this way, and we'll hope that young fella is okay. And somehow, some way, we still got to play a football game here with 11:41 to go, with 42-6 is the score. Any play, any sport, anything. I mean, we're driving down the road. It doesn't have to be sports. Life is precious, and circumstance there for that player for West Scranton. We reach out with thoughts and prayers, and I'll try to reach out to Coach Renchick later today and just kind of see how he's doing. So we're going to play some more football here, and the clock will get moving again. Valley West will run the football. So here come the Spartans. It'll be Dan Savage under center. I'll give it straight up the middle. Big number 77 jumps on the back of the running back. So credit to tackle Chris Marhefka will be credited with the tackle. It might have been Gamble on the carry. So we're under 11 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Thank our friends at McCarthy Tire Service, Manuka Subaru, it's all we do. Our State Farm insurance agents, they're all local here. Chart Art by Liv. You can check out more information on Facebook. Chart Art by Liv. College coaching. Looking to get that coaching for the next level for college as far as academics. Guide you in the right direction. Check out college coaching. And that run here on the right-hand side is right near the marker. So we'll get 4 or 5 new West Scranton Invaders in the lineup, and the sticks will move. It'll be a first down here for the Wyoming Valley West Spartans here late in this contest. Valley View all over Dallas. They're leading by a couple of scores. Finally, the Cougars get on the scoreboard in Hazleton, 35-7. They trail. So Wyoming area has taken it to Blackwater Trail, shuts out Carbondale area. Valley View is playing pretty well against Old Forge. They put up a couple more scores. Riverside leading Susquehanna in the 4, 21-14. And straight forward goes Dan Savage down to the 20, make that the 33-yard line. So it's going to be second down here and about 6. Dan Savage now will run that clock down and hand it off to his running back. Will run for a touchdown. Number 22, score it, Zach Tomasic.
Number 22, Zach Tomasic, final touchdown.
And to keep things simple, the Valley West Spartans will bring in their extra point team, and Gwen Langley will come in to try to kick yet another extra point. Snap is low. They'll run it over on the right-hand side, and they'll run it in for a score. And that'll be Olszewski with the 2-point conversion. 50-6 is the score at 9:04 here left in the ball game. So a nice job by Olszewski of picking that up and getting it in for pay dirt. We're finally at halftime up in the back mountain, 19-7, Valley View leading Dallas. It appears as if most of these storms have moved through. .904 on the clock. Thank our friends at Comets Law. Dr. Todd, I love him. Great guy, Mendocinos. And, of course, Bob Elias, Attorney Bob Elias, located here in the Wyoming Valley. Tomorrow, the Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack playing their games at Spartan Stadium this year. Their new stadium could be built by next year. They're not 100% sure on what's going to happen, but the school is ridiculously nice. So the students will be very fortunate over in the Wilkes-Barre area school district. I think all those hot years that all the students have toughed out in GAR and Myers and Coughlin, and now climate controlled. It's a nice feeling when you can get to a school and get a little climate control. So, long time coming. And all students under one roof there at Wilkes-Barre. So, I think it's going to be a positive situation, that's for sure. Ball at the 10-yard line here. West Scranton on the kick return. So, trying to spin around. It gets rid of one tackler is number 8. That is Jonathan Perez, and then finally spun down and spun around. So with 8:50 to go and 50-6 the score, we've been fortunate with the weather here in Kingston, Pennsylvania. the way this game has run tonight. I want to thank our friend Tracy Zarola with Lewis and Freeman. And of course, college coaching and chart art by Liv for helping us out here in the John Mendola Show Network. Carry in the backfield, good defense by Wyoming Valley West. So Shamir Lyons gets wrapped up over there. Looked like Gavin Phillips and crew doing the job there defensively. Well, Scranton having some tough luck. They've had first play a bad injury, second a play in the first quarter, another serious knee injury. And then they just had a player carted off, and now this young fella is hurt. Hoping he's okay here for West Side at the 8:05 mark. So they'll walk out, check out this player here from West Scranton, see what they could come up with. Now, it looks like for the most part the weather events tonight, there'll be some percentages and so forth, but should be okay. Now tomorrow in the afternoon, 40, 35% chance of rain, so there is that possibility of rain tomorrow here for some games that were canceled tonight after they tried. Now, of course, the Wolfpack game was scheduled for tomorrow. So they're going to try to get to this player. We'll take another audio timeout. We'll be back. Well, we're back after another injury here at Spartan Stadium, and that West Scranton Invader went off, and now we'll run over on the right-hand side. It'll be some positive yardage getting down to third down here. So West Scranton is, coming off a year where they didn't win a game. They only played 5. In the meantime, Wyoming Valley West, they're looking to run behind this offensive line this year and the big running back Cobb. Now, when you go to West Scranton, I was at West Scranton's camp. Some big student athletes that they did have, but a lot of guys that haven't played football before. You know, Coach Herichik said, listen, we do have some big kids, but some of them do not have any experience playing. So, you know, you got to develop some things and get these kids some experience. As West Scranton here on a 3rd and long will look to throw the football. And he is taken down. So that was number 14, Caden Berardi, 6 foot, 190 pounds. He's only in 9th grader. So they do have some underclassmen. And now we'll send number 4 back deep, Mackay Wells, for Wyoming Valley West. 6:35 and counting. Get to our part of Wyoming Valley West here. I'll get some interviews after the game. Talk to the guys. Coach Baranski. Congratulate them. And now we'll get a player coming in here. We're going to punt this away, and it's very high, very short. And this is where they usually yell some command on the team. Ours was some popular Brady Bunch name, Peter. I guess they like Peter Brady. Sometimes they yell fire or different things. But that's basically stay away from that darn ball. That's what you got to do. 5:55 on the clock, 50-6 the score. And maybe the Wyoming Valley West Spartans could run out the clock here. A couple minutes here. Single receiver over to the right-hand side. And they go quarterback sneak, Dan Savage. And that clock, of course, is staying moving because of the thing. Sandy McKay here, the clock operator. I'm going to hide the controller on him shortly. He's been pretty good here tonight. His 50th anniversary, him and his wife celebrating here in the next day or so. Congratulations, an incredible accomplishment when you hear a couple going 50 years. So congratulations to the McKays here at Wyoming Valley West. So Dan Savage will try to run this clock out. He's got a couple of guys in the backfield, and they'll give it to one of them, and a nice job over there. It looked like number 36, but Devin Suda. So the ball get down to about the 36-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 3. So the key here, if you're Dan Savage, is you sit in the huddle as long as you're good. There's about 14 seconds or so on that clock. You say, hey, guys, let's run out, run the play, and then they'll see if they can get another 1st down and take the last 3 minutes and 51 seconds off this clock. So Dan Savage comes over, and he snaps it with 1 second on the play clock. And the interior line of West Scranton backs up Valley West, but not before there was some forward progress and enough for a Wyoming Valley West 1st down. So defense there by number 8 for the Invaders, Jonathan Perez, 5'6", 150-pound sophomore. So here come the Spartans on first down and 10 with 2:57 on the clock. And they give it straight up the middle on the left-hand side and rumbling down to the 24-yard line. I'll make it 25, maybe. That's what they'll mark it at, the 25. So nice job by the big fullback. .222 on the clock. Couple more plays here. We wrap things up 50-6. The Spartans and West Scranton. Receiver over to the far right-hand side. Dan Sevich is going to snap. He takes a knee. So it's going to become third down. The clock will do what it does. Jack Baranski and his coaching staff said, listen, that's enough. We're not going to get another first down. We're not going to run for a touchdown. We're just going to do what we got to do here to kind of run out this clock. And somehow, some way, we got unscathed here in Kingston. I don't know what happened, but we got out of here with no lightning, mild rain. We're pretty fortunate, that's for sure. So here's another snap here for the Wyoming Valley West Spartans. And they do give it off on the left-hand side. And they'll get down to the 25-yard line. Back there. And it'll become fourth down with 1 minute to play here in this contest, the final minute. West Scranton has gotten some of their other players in. And Valley West here with the final play, 24 seconds. They'll go forward. He gets stacked up near the first down marker, and that will do it. The final score here from Spartan Stadium is Wyoming Valley West 50, West Scranton 6. Jack Baranski in week 1. The Spartans open up with a victory. Our thoughts and prayers with the player from West Scranton that had to get taken out in the ambulance. They had some injuries tonight, so we're thinking about that community tonight and make sure they're okay for Coach Hrincik. So for our crew, Jay Meniscus, Johnny Mendola, I'm John Mendola. We'll see you again tomorrow. Scranton and the Wilkes-Barre Area Wolfpack live here at 2 o'clock on the John Mendola Show. Have a good night, everybody.